Okay, hi, it's Petra here, and I am getting ready to pull some cards and do a collective reading for the sign of Aries. Thank you for joining me. I hope this finds you well. The moon is currently passing through Aries, so I'm checking in with the entire section of sky that we call Aries. And this is cardinal fire. So however you work with that energy, welcome. We're all feeling the effects of the Aries moon, so this is a collective reading for this moment and a reading for the next month and the next 6 months for those of us with Aries placements or in relationship with Aries. All are welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. I am available for personal readings. Check out my online shop. I will put the link in the description and you can book me there for a personal reading. So, let's see. Aries. What is going on in the Aries section? What are the Aries vibes? What's the vibration for cardinal fire? What is cardinal fire going through at the moment? First, we're going to look at your heart, the heart of the matter. What are the vibes under the surface? And then we're going to look at your clearest pathway forward and your power stance, your power move. Aries. How are you feeling, Aries? How is the Aries feeling? With the Fool too? Wow. The Tower, the King of Wands, and the Chariot. With the Fool. Why am I getting an image of like, what was that ad for Kool-Aid where the picture of Kool-Aid dude would like bust through the wall and like into the living room? There's a Leo or Cancer. I really want to say a Leo type energy. This King of Wands is the center stage here, and he's busting through the wall. There's some kind of shocking entrance. Either this is you, Aries, stepping, into a new space in your life, like really taking a risk, taking a leap, stepping forward, busting through some kind of resistance. This is your time, Leo season. This is you, Aries, stepping onto the scene, making a strong push forward. That's shocking. There's something you have to break down to get through. Or this is someone else in your energy that is pushing through your walls, your barriers, a possibility that you didn't think was possible, something that's shocking to you, something moving in to your space that knocks your socks off. Either you're knocking people's socks off by your grand entrance, your sudden entrance, or someone is doing that to you. This feels a lot like speaking about Leo season in general for us as a collective, right? This real opening up of possibilities. Things are possible. Movement is possible that was not possible before. Two really dramatic change cards. Uranus and Mars. That's really a potent, like, charge in the air. Potent, like that feeling before a storm when the electricity is like, you could almost get a shock, you know, just from touching something. It feels really reactive, really like any little movement that you make, any strides that you take, any positions of power, like positions of power that you step into, it's sort of ripe for sudden changes. Leo season, and this is Cancer, going from Cancer season into Leo season. We are entering a territory where anything is possible. And there's this like crackling, reactive, like, ooh, wow, that's something else. That is something else. Okay, Aries. Why does it feel like this? Setbacks and nothing going as planned. Huh. Wow. The Strength and the Eight of Pentacles are the only two upright cards in these 9. 2 8s. And here's a third 8 in the middle with the 8 of Wands in reverse. This is Leo here. Wow. Whatever work is being put in, there's some kind of huge shift in direction. Like, all the people who were down before are about to be up. All the people who are minding their business and grinding away at their work, like taking care of their business, handling their shit, like keeping their head down and literally minding their business, not just in terms of not paying attention to other people's business, but just really focusing on taking care of what you need to take care of. Like, those people who've been doing that during, you know, up until Leo season, during this past cycle, or during this past year, during this past month, like during the past 8 months, something about an investment of focus on your personal business, like not paying off, not seeing any results, not seeing any movement, not seeing any forward traction. And then boom, Leo season. This is so dramatic of a shift. 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like anything you try doesn't work. You can't get any traction. This feels like spinning your wheels in the mud, like not being able to get anywhere. Being stuck on a loop, not getting any forward traction. Traction is the word. Not being able to see any success for the effort that you put in. Not seeing any results. Not seeing any successes. Not seeing any external validation. 5 of Swords in reverse. 8 of Wands in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Not receiving any external validation. Keeping going. This is being in process and working and going inside, internal, like digesting, and that internal workings. And this is like doubts. This is like, I don't see it going anywhere. I only see people against me. I only see people who don't believe what I believe or see what I see or know what I know. There's something like holding that vision for yourself. And then the Seven of Wands with strength. Seven of Wands in reverse with strength. And the Eight of Pentacles. It's like refusing to be swayed, refusing to give up on something that only you can see. The people who have been doing that are about to be sort of revealed in a way that is shocking to them, is shocking to the people around them. There's some kind of production of something generating. It's like it takes time for it to actually get going. Nobody around you believes it. You might not even believe it. There's a lot of potentially self-doubting or keeping going even though you're doubting yourself kind of thing. Like, it kind of feels like I don't really have any choice but to believe in this work, this project, this direction or vision. There's been no external validation for that. And so the Chariot and the Tower, it's like that forward movement is so sudden. Getting traction, it's so sudden. Getting recognized, getting success, getting some kind of... That image of the Kool-Aid man, like busting through the wall. There's some kind of narrative here that, you know, it goes along with, I'm just gonna have to keep going like this. Something like, you're willing to keep going without any recognition. Or it's like the people who were willing to keep going without any recognition, those are the ones who are actually gonna get this recognition. Like, the places where you have invested in yourself, regardless of other people being able to see it, or it's showing externally, or it's showing on the outside. It's like every little place that you've invested in yourself or invested in something in that way, it's actually going to come to light. That's actually what's going to put you ahead. That's actually what's going to get you the most traction. This is fascinating. A 2, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, and 3 8s with a 9. That's like toiling away along the journey and not really thinking you're ever gonna get there kind of thing. Like, what is the clearest pathway forward for this, Aries? What is the clearest pathway forward? We've got the two Leo cards here. We've got the Cancer card, and we've got the Virgo card. So that, and then Mars, which is your card, Aries. I mean, Aries and Scorpio, but that's your planet, right? As the and I think I think Mars just went into just changed signs. It just left Leo and it went into Virgo. So we've got Mars, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. It's like this season, right? Cancer goes into Leo season and Leo season goes into Virgo season. That was the last month and the next 2 months, that end of summer season. And then here's Mars. It's like Mars moving through that time period. The people who've been putting in the work, regardless of the external validation, there's some kind of huge leap forward and busting through a wall into people's living room. What is the clearest pathway forward for this? What is the clearest pathway forward, Aries? Two threes. Yeah, connecting with people. See all these wands, right? The 6, the 7, the 8 of wands, the King of wands, the Knight of wands. And here's the 3. The 3 of wands with the Knight of wands in reverse and the 3 of cups. This looks like okay. Believe in what you see for yourself. Like, I feel like there's this almost going back and forth between believing in yourself and not believing in yourself, right? It's like, do I dare to dream that big? Do I dare to, do I dare to think that what I'm doing really matters, that I will get recognition, that I will link up with the people who will see what I'm doing, who will care about me, who, the people who can recognize me, who can see the value of what I've been doing. There's this kind of like going in and out of seeing these visions of that and being like, no way, that's too good to be true. No way, that can't, it's doubt. Oscillating between these really high expectations and high hopes of how your work will be received, or how just you will be received. Finding relationships, coming together with people, finding an audience for your work, whatever this, success and recognition is like, you have this vision for you can feel it. Trust that. trust the wildest dreams that you're having about where this could go. Trust it. Even if you don't have the self-confidence, like, allow yourself to go through those periods of not having confidence because you have confidence in what you do see. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, even when you don't have confidence, believe in your vision, believe in your dreams. Even when you doubt yourself, even if you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know if this is ever gonna be successful. I don't know if this is ever gonna pan out. I don't know if anybody's ever gonna notice me. Like, this Three of Cups is that audience, or that coming together, that connection, really generating a response. It's like, you can see that coming. But you see how his back in the Three of Wands is, his back is to the Three of Cups. It's like, you don't have any proof. There's no proof yet, right? You're going to doubt yourself. Do it anyways. Believe in that dream anyways, even though you have no material reference point. It's like, you have no material gains or progress. You have nothing to show for it. So here's this 10. Here's the first 10 we've got. We've got all these. We've got every number, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 with the Chariot. 8. 8 with Strength. 9 with the Hermit. And here's the 10. Here's the 10. 10 of Wands with the 4 of Pentacles again. Duplicate in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, even when you're not seeing any material results, even when it's nothing is showing for what you're doing, keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep that effort. Like, it's gonna pay off. This Tower, the Tower was at the very bottom, right? It's the first card that I saw in this whole reading. And then behind it is the King of Wands and the Chariot. That's that busting through. Keep going. Keep going. Even though you're not seeing any results. Even though you're not seeing any forward movement or traction or progress. Even when you doubt yourself, even when you don't feel motivated, even when you don't feel, even when you feel like giving up, keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up. It's really critical. It's like a critical time, these months right now. Cancer season into Leo season into Virgo season is like, that's when you actually can see this breaking through of the efforts that you've been putting in on faith, on a hope, on the places where you've just been believing in something that only you can see. The Pisces reading that I did the other day was pretty similar to this in a different kind of way, but it had a lot to do with, putting in the work to get to your dreams. This is very fiery, a very airy. It's a different reading, but a similar kind of dynamic about pushing through, right? Keep going. Even like this is a critical time where the efforts that are put in have a lot of potential to create real change, real forward movement. Like, beyond what you're seeing. This is what this says, right? These are all kind of small. These are all, numbers, and they go all the way up from 2 all the way up to 10. It's like you don't see when you're on any one of these cards that you're in a big process. They're all little cards, but when you add them all together, it's it gets to where it's trying to go, the 10. But you don't necessarily see that when you're in it, right? That's why it's a shock. That's why it's this drastic change. It's like believing in yourself, but kind of just enough to keep going. Like, don't let the self-doubt stop you. There's going to be self-doubt when you're in a situation like this. When you're working on something and doing something and putting focus and your time and your attention on something that is like only you see the value of it, you actually have to see that all the way through before you get the recognition, before you get the progress, the results that you're looking for. Like, you have to be able to ride all the ups and downs in order to get there. We're going to pull 3 oracle cards for the power stance, the power move for Aries. We're going to pull an animal, a planet, and a letter or number. What is the power stance for Aries? What is the power stance for Aries? The rabbit, the brown hare, to be exact. Gemini, hit the ground running, get going. Activity, fertility, and creation. Just create. Just go. Keep going. Don't stop. Like, it's so almost blind movement, right? Rabbits, I mean, that's when we talk about like rabbits creation is, right? It's like fucking like a rabbit. Like they're mindlessly creating. There's no worrying about, oh, am I doing this the right way? No, I'm just running in all directions. I'm just having sex and having a bunch of babies, right? That's the rabbit type of creation. It's like, don't get caught up trying to think about it or trying to understand it or trying to, second guess yourself. Like, just go for it. Just fucking do the thing and do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again. That's the other thing about rabbits' reproduction, right? Is they just have hella babies, right? Like, because they can, they just are fast with it and they are on repeat. So there's almost an activity for the sake of activities, for its own sake, like just being active, just to stay active. Like, Gemini mentally just has to be constantly doing and experiencing and moving from place to place. So this is like, just get going, just move. this reception that you're expecting, that you're hoping for, that you're like, where is this? When is it coming? When am I going to be received? When will I be able to get this traction or link up? Have my, be seen, be welcomed. It's like, just keep going. Don't worry about that, right? It's there. You have to get there. There's kind of a parallel in like the scenery, right? Like this Three of Wands, he's looking off into the desert, and this rabbit is kind of like has a similar horizon. It's like this movement. Just keep going. Just keep moving. Don't stop. Even when you don't know which way you're going, or you don't have even when you have that self-doubt, even when you're like, am I ever going to get there? Keep moving. Don't give up. Keep putting in the effort. It's also very playful and like not really taking yourself too seriously, right? Like not overthinking it. Like I said, the rabbit energy is just kind of like almost innocent and experimental and like not worried too much about where it's going. Just doing for the sake of staying busy, like staying active, not worried about the direction. And it's 2 3s, and Gemini is the 3rd house. Stay focused on the present moment. Okay, what is the power stance for Aries? What is the power stance for Aries? Jupiter. Okay. So that's Pisces and Sagittarius. We've got a lot of mutable energy here, right? A lot of movement. Jupiter's faith. Jupiter's belief in yourself, that absolutely wildest, expansive imagination and dreams and like possibilities, and just literally making those dreams a possibility by believing in them, right? Like if you've ever dealt with somebody with a lot of Sagittarius or Pisces energy, right? It's especially Sagittarius, it's like what they literally create outcomes just by believing in it, right? So strongly and acting as in accordance with what they believe. That's how you go places in life, right? Like, and that's Jupiter too. That's Sagittarius, like going places, getting Gemini, Sagittarius axis of like experiencing your surroundings in the present moment, and then experiencing, like gathering experience over time and gathering, going the distance, right? Like you go the distance by taking all the small steps. Okay, what is the power stance for Aries? What is the power stance for Aries? Wow. 0. The Fool. Potential. unrealized potential. Wow, that's amazing. And the X is here too. What a reading. That's amazing. This is like the lucky combination. This is like wish for something, wish granted. It's like whatever you wish for, and then run around and act as if you can have that wish will be granted. It will literally materialize and bust through the wall. Dream big. Don't overthink this potential, this possibility. That's that feeling I was getting in the beginning of like really electric charge in the air. It's like all possibilities are open this Leo season. There's movement. The cards have been thrown up in the air, and the outcomes are completely like unpredictable at this point. So whatever effort you put in, whatever you see through, right, it has that potential to suddenly become real, to suddenly get traction, to suddenly be received. And that's really interesting. Just as a collective reading, like I said with the Pisces reading too, that it feels like we're entering a very critical period of time where over the next couple of months, the places where people really believe in themselves enough to go the distance, you know, anything is possible. Literally anything. That's incredible. It's like static. This reading, there's like static electricity, like you know, on a TV, old TVs, right? That static of just of pure electricity, right? And that, you know, when you start to get a channel, it like that energy starts to form into different shapes, right? There's this pure raw energy, that static. And this feels like use it, right? You know, I think we are all collectively going to be surprised by the incoming. There's really powerful energy that has been unseen, unrecognized. And it's coming into view, it's coming into definition, it's coming into the frame. Okay, I hope that was useful. I think that's it for the night. Is that it? Is there anything else that needs to be said with these cards? Just that it feels very specific to Aries. Like, Aries is the sign of going out into territory where no one else feels comfortable being. right? Aries is that energy of the first person to go out and do something, right? That bravery, that courage to push out and into the unknown, into places that, like, Aries loves that feeling of like breaking new ground or going somewhere they've never been or going somewhere no one's ever been, right? So there's something here about Aries being in almost like a little bit of turmoil about that, right? It can be very lonely. It doesn't come without self-doubt. It doesn't come without wondering, am I lost? Where am I going? Is this pathway leading somewhere? Am I ever gonna, come back to a group to be, am I gonna be out way beyond the territory that's been explored? It's like, it can be very lonely being in that Aries energy. So if you've been working with a lot of Aries energy, or you have a lot of Aries energy in your chart, right? Know that you have been way out beyond charted territory, right? You have that capacity, and the places that you have been doing that, it's not forever. You're not crazy. You're not the only one. You are charting new territory that is going to open up space for other people, that is going to become real, that, you are having ideas and inspirations and dreams that are going to go somewhere, take you somewhere, that are going to matter to people, that are going to have an audience, that are going to be well received. You just have to keep going, right? That self-doubt is part of it, is part of that Aries experience, or that loneliness, or that wondering, am I lost? Did I go too far? No, we need that. We need as many people in that kind of energy as possible, doing that kind of pioneering mentally, right? Emotionally, doing the work that doesn't even have a title, doesn't even have, like, this is creating something that, nobody can certify you in it because it doesn't exist as a field yet. Like, of course you're gonna doubt yourself on the way. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Anything's possible. All right, Aries. I will see you next time. The moon is in Aries. So in a month. And until then, be well. And I will do Taurus next, when the moon goes into Taurus in the next couple days. So I will see you for that. Again, like I said before, I'm available for personal readings. Hit me up if you're interested. And yeah, see you around.